Welcome to Willow Yoga, Minnesota. This class is keeping your head up, and that can mean for physical reasons, but it can also mean metaphorically. And this idea came to me when I was having a conversation with someone who is undergoing chemo right now. She talked about how it's hard to have her head go below her heart, and she also mentioned how day 3 can be a challenge. I remember those days. So this is dedicated to all of us who are finding our own difficulties, our own challenges, our own battles where we have to keep our heads up, to keep ourselves going, and to be gentle with ourselves at the same time. To begin, we'll get ourselves grounded and bring your hands into prayer at your heart. Drop your chin towards your chest. And as you enter this practice, you might think about your thoughts as this little Chiweenie trotting around. But those thoughts just come and go, they trot, trot, trot. And yet, can we focus on that breath? Can we stay present, focused, centered in the midst of whatever is going on? Whether it's our thoughts, whether it's our health, whether it's fears or anxieties, what can we do to pull ourselves into our center? That space where we are our wisest, fiercest self. Inhale and exhale. Open those eyes. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift your head and your heart. And exhale, rock that spine back. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, rocking back. And we inhale, lift up. And exhale, come back. And now inhale, come to that center of your pelvis and extend your arms. We inhale, bring our arms back like we're trying to touch them behind us. Exhale, palms come together and thumbs point up. Inhale, palms flat and we open wide and bring our hands together. Inhale, open back and exhale, arms together. From here now, inhale, pull the elbows back and lift your arms up into a beautiful cactus. Inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, bring them down. Inhale, we try and touch those fingers, those thumbs together. We exhale, pull those elbows down. Inhale, reaching on up, and exhale, pull on down. Now, really get goalpost or cactus arms. Inhale to the right, and exhale, center. No quick movements. Inhale to the left, and we come back to center. We come over to the right, and we come to center. Then it's over to the left and center. Hands come to the earth. We'll bring the other leg in front, so we cross our legs the opposite way. Your hands come behind your bum, fingers pointing towards your seat. Inhale, lift up, lifting that head and chin and that heart. And exhale, slowly curling in. Moving with as much flow as we can. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, curling in. Come on up to seated. Stay with the cross of your legs. Right hand plants. Left arm comes up and over. Thinking about pressing down through that left sitting bone. And breathe. Focus. Settle in to the body and the breath. We inhale, come up. Left hand plants. Right arm up and over. Press that right sitting bone down. Move that right shoulder blade back. It wants to curl in. And breathe for 3, 2, 1. Bring those fingertips to the earth. Sit up tall, feel grounded. We lift through the crown of that head. Your chin drops towards your heart. And 1 deep inhale. And exhale, release. From here, let's come on to our backs. Those legs extend. Our hands can interlace and bring your arms up overhead. Reaching, you can point and flex those toes. Drop your chin towards your heart. As you move those feet, think about your ankles. Maybe you circle, maybe you pedal one and then the other. Grow long in that side body. Now bring your right knee into your chest. The right foot flexes. Stay soft in those shoulders. Take 1 inhale. Exhale, release that right leg long. Interlace your fingers the awkward way. Return those palms up overhead, dropping your chin. Point and flex those toes. Inhale. Now exhale, left knee comes in toward that left shoulder. We soften in the shoulders, breathing 1 breath. And now from here, bring that right knee in and you can rock side to side, letting the back be massaged by the pressure of those legs. Inhaling and exhale. We return to center. Our legs extend, hands by our sitting bones. Drop your chin. Stay here or interlace those hands and bring them behind your head. You can try and press those elbows into the floor. And here, start to draw circles with your big toes. Thinking about our joints, they do so much for us and they're amazing in terms of the anatomy. What's all in them? It's amazing that we can work and move and walk and jump and run. So there are so many little parts going on in there, trying to keep them healthy with this mobility. Bend those knees, grab your hamstrings, and rock up to a seated posture. From here, we'll come onto our hands and knees, and from this position, bring ourselves up to standing. So those knees bend, we bring our hands to our waist, we slowly rise up. Now, from here, bring your hands to your waist, right foot grounds. We're going to lift that left knee, pulling it up and in toward our left shoulder. We're strong and steady on that right foot, or if we're not, that's why it's called a practice. Take 1 more breath and slowly release that leg back. And you can move that front leg forward. And from here, lift your arms up and cactus those arms. We bend into that right knee. We lift up in that heart space. We're stretching the front of that left leg. We're opening up in the heart. Take 1 more breath. Now, hands to your waist. Step on that right foot and we lift that left knee on up. Inhale and exhale, walk it out. Okay, left foot grounds, right knee comes on up and in, and we rise and breathe, grow steady as much as we can, and from there we take a big step back. Our arms lift up, we cactus those arms, sink into that left knee, open up in that heart space, and if you wobble, that is to be expected. Think, sink, and lift, last breath, and hands to your waist. Now get grounded, and we rise through that right foot, pulling that knee up and in, and we step it out. Let's come to triangle. The right foot grounds. We lift that left knee up and out to the side. Maybe bringing our leg to the lower calf or those toes down if you need. To the calf, stay away from the knee or that upper leg. Your hands into prayer. We rise up in our heart space. Maybe our branches grow. When we extend, we have to press down. So we need kind of this action of the earth from which to rise and keep our heads up. Same goes for our spirits. We need to ground in order to rise, and holding on to our center, using our breath, that's what helps us rise. One more breath, and exhale, walk it out. Left foot grounds. We build our tree. We don't just dash into it. We get grounded and we start moving that leg up, finding our posture, hands to heart. Think about the groundingness of that posture, of this gesture of our hands. And it's then that we have that stability. Our arms can lift, our heads stay up, and we are strong and steady even when life's winds come and try and knock us over. Breathing, rising, one last breath, and we walk it out. So from here, we're going to bring our right foot forward and step our left foot back. Inhale up through your heart, bend into that right knee. Your hands can come to your right leg, or bring your fingertips to the earth. From there, you can sit that left or right hip back a little bit and pull your left hip forward. So inhale, stay extended today. That's going to keep that head above the heart, or at least on par with the heart, and help us not have the change in blood pressure in our heads. Feel the grounding of those feet and extension in that spine. One more breath. Bend that right knee. We lift ourselves up, hands to our heart. Step that left foot forward, right foot back. Inhale, we lift in our heart spaces. Exhale, we fold. That left knee can be bent, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, long spine. You can start to straighten through that left leg, staying long, breathing, and feel your places where you are grounded. It's the fingertips, the soles of your feet. You are held and supported by the earth as you breathe into your amazing body. Let's bend that left knee and rise back up and step that right foot forward. So we're going to take a big step back with that left foot and bring our hands to the earth and drop that back knee. Climb up on your right leg. Bend into that right knee. Arms lift up. Hands interlace. We bring the hands behind our head. And the more we can drop in those hips, the more we can rise in our hearts. And remembering we want to move gently. That's this slow, steady entry or movement toward our edge. One more breath. And exhale, release. And we're going to just step that right foot back and step that left knee forward. Bend into that left knee. We rise up. Interlace your fingers the awkward way. Hands behind your head. Drop into that left knee. And think, lift in my heart. So head and heart held high. Opening wide in those shoulders for 3, 2, 1. We come back to center. And now lift that back knee, step that back foot forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend your knees, keep your head lifted, hands to your hips, push on down, and we stand up. Okay, so we're going to separate our feet, hip width. Inhale, bring your arms up and create a little pointer finger here, like a Charlie's Angels gun. And we inhale over to the right and exhale back to center. Inhale over to the left and we rise. Inhale over to the right and we center. Inhale over to the left and we lift on up. From here, release those hands, interlace your hands behind you, bend your knees and extend those arms. If it doesn't work for the interlace, grab your elbows. We open in that heart space. Get grounded, look down at your knees, make sure they're pointing straight forward, and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Release your hands. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands down, heart center. Right foot grounds, and we'll step that left foot back, coming into triangle. Arms lift, reach forward with that right arm and roll yourself over that right leg. And now just breathe. As we breathe, opening and grounding. Think little expansion, like water on a sidewalk. Inhale and exhale. Slowly inhale, we come up. Turn the right toes in, the left toes out. We reach nice and long. Then we flow over that left leg. And we breathe, thinking about the feet holding us on the earth. We are grounded and supported. We are steady and strong. Last breath in. Exhale. We inhale, rise up. Turn those left toes in, right toes out. We'll bend that right knee. Bring right elbow to right upper leg or right hand to the floor, and the left arm lifts. If your shoulder joints are a little more open, you can bend that left elbow and bring the small or your hand to the small of your back, or you can reach it around and grab that right upper thigh. But that's a deep shoulder opener, so most people are going to keep that left arm lifted. Long neck, soft jaw. And let your breath be your guide, pulling that breath into your body so it's steady and it's soft and it's deep, nourishing. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale, we rise up. Turn those right toes in, left toes out. Bend that left knee. And we come elbow to thigh or left hand to the floor. Right arm rises. If you did it on the other side, that right hand can come to the back or to that left upper thigh, or it can just stay on up. Where can you grow a little longer, and can you bend a little more into that left knee? Feel your breath. Feel your head held high. Last breath. And we rise on up. Left toes in, right toes out. We'll bend that right knee. And now it's warrior 2. And really, when we embody this pose, just think of the fierceness that you can face whatever you need to face. We reach that right arm long, bend into that right knee. So the right knee often wants to turn in. We're trying to turn it out toward that little toe. One more breath. And exhale, rise through that knee. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out, and we bend. And feeling ourselves flow from posture to posture, and these are challenges. So if we can do it here, we can do it off the mat too. Inhale and exhale, really bending into that knee, last breath. And we straighten through that leg, turn those toes in, hands to your waist. Now the heels come in and the toes turn out. And we'll inhale, lift our arms up. So this is star. Think about shining, head held high. Now exhale, come on down into horse or goddess. Those elbows come in. Inhale, we rise up. We are strong and bright. And now we come down. We are divine. And we inhale, rise up. And exhale, if you're a horse, we are wild and free. And we inhale, embody all of that energy, and exhale, come on down. Inhale, lifting up, bring your hands to your waist, turn your toes in, and step to the top of your mat. From here, bend your knees and bring your thumbs to touch at your back. Squeeze those elbows behind you. Your chin can stay dropped, and you can just stay here. Those knees pointing forward, chin dropped, shoulders, elbows together, or you can start to look up. Noticing that now that's a little bit of a back bend. We are not going deep. We're not dropping way back. That can be very challenging on the back. We're simply holding, feel the strength in our legs, the opening in our hearts, and the strength we're building in those shoulder blades. And exhale, release. You can even bring those elbows forward as a little counter posture. All right, from here, we're gonna step those feet wide once again. Right toes turn out, left toes turn in. Bring your hands inside that right leg. Now, you can just stay up here and bend into that right leg. That's keeping our heads on up. But if you would like a little deeper stretch, those arms can walk forward. You can still keep your head up, or they can really walk forward and you could drop your head below that heart. So it's totally what your body is up for today. But we can just look straight ahead of us, keeping our heads up, bending into that right knee, feeling planted and strong. One more breath. Those hands can walk in, right toes turn in, and we walk to that left side. So the hands can walk on out and we keep our heads lifted, or they can really walk out and we drop our head between those biceps. Bending into that left knee and trying to lift a little bit in that right arch. Last breath. And exhale, come to center. You can walk those feet in just a little. Get really grounded in those feet and light in your hands. You can keep the hands on the earth or bring them out to a T, looking straight down. We're working the strength along the backs of our legs, our hamstrings, and our low backs, as well as our shoulders. Last breath. Your hands come to your waist and you rise up. Beautiful. Step to the top of your mat. We'll bend our knees and come all the way to seated. So when you arrive on your seat, we're going to take our left foot to the mat and bring our right leg in front of it. And we're going to inhale, don't drop your head, but simply move in circles. So we're not dropping all the way down like we sometimes do, but instead slowly moving that upper body. And then when we've gone one direction, you can slowly move in the other. And you want to think about a slow, gorgeous circle. We're trying to add some mobility in that spine. And when you're done, come to center, walk those hands forward. Palms can plant, or you can keep moving forward and drop down and in. Letting those hips stay heavy as the spine extends. Last inhale. And we exhale, rise up, other side. The left leg comes in front, and we can bring our hands to our knees. These are not huge circles. Think of them as like Sunday morning circles. They're meant to be luxurious, slow. Inhale, exhale. When you've done 3, one direction, go in that other direction. And if circling doesn't work for you, you can move that spine forward and back, or come into the forward fold. And we rise and center. From there, those hands walk forward. We can walk them really far forward and feel the stretch. Yoga is about taking a posture on for your body. So rather than thinking, oh, I have to do the shape that Betsy's saying, think about, here's my body. What can I do with this shape? That's the kind of conversation that really helps us find groundedness and openness and spaciousness. Rising back up. And from here, we're going to separate those legs wide into a beautiful deep V. Right elbow comes to right leg, left arm up and over. And check in with your muscles. Someone recently said to me, yoga has taught me I have muscles in places I didn't know. And we do. We have all of these muscles. As we're taking these shapes and doing these postures, where can you find sensation? Rise back up, left elbow, left knee, right arm up and over. And we breathe. Like, I never realized we had muscles along the backs of our ribs, but we do, and that's what we're stretching into right now. And how we go about our life is probably how we might go about our yoga. So if we tend to push ourselves really hard, we might push ourselves too hard in yoga. Inhale, come back. And if we always kind of hold back, we might do that in yoga too. So it's finding that balance of meeting our actual edge, not going past it, not too little, kind of the Goldilocks. Hands to center and rock side to side. Sometimes our bodies want to be challenged, and sometimes our bodies really, really want rest and nourishment. You can close your eyes and drape yourself in a forward fold with the legs wide. Now the inside of my left kneecap is saying, whoa, you need to back up a little bit. And so I did. So I stepped or moved back so that this inner muscle right here isn't talking to me, because we want to really protect our knees and our shoulders and our groins and all of it, because we are a natural resource but non-renewable. So please take care of this body of yours. Inhale, rise back up. And now bring the soles of those feet together. Sit up tall and we fold. And you can keep that head up. The chin can drop. You can move deeper and deeper toward your edge. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, rise up, and exhale. Lower yourself onto your back. Left foot plants, right ankle is going to cross over that left foot. The right foot flexes. We lift that left knee and take our hamstring or shin. Reclined figure 4. And we really are awesome. I know there are so many voices telling us otherwise, but let's be on our own side and magnify the good and celebrate all that we are, especially if we're fighting some sort of struggle. Then really support yourself. And exhale, lower left leg down, right foot plants, left ankle crosses over. We lift that foot, taking hamstring or shin. And we breathe. Inhale. And exhale. With that left foot flexed, it protects our left knee. And exhale, lower everything down. Bring the edges of your feet to the edges of your mat, arms into cactus. Drop your knees over to the left. Legs can stay as they are, or take your left ankle and cross it over that right knee. And you can gently press down. But that might torque the knee a little bit too much, or feel a little electric on your right hip, so then don't do that. One last breath, and we bring that leg up. And now knees drop over to the right, and if you would like, that right foot comes on top of that left knee. Opening in your heart, relaxing in your jaw, celebrating the amazing spirit that you are. Inhale and exhale, we come on up. Now take happy baby, so shins, ankles, or feet. Let those knees drop. Soften in your shoulder blades. And now take rest. We really need to rest ourselves. Whether we're in great health or whether we're struggling, rest is so important. Find a shape that helps you rest. You can cover yourself with a blanket, put on a sweatshirt, but settle down. Go in. Oh, my child, rest. Let it go. Oh, my child, rest. Let it go. Oh, child, let go. Oh, child, let it go. Oh, my child, rest. Let it go. Oh, my child, rest. Let it go. Oh, child, let go. Oh, child, let it go. Please stay in Shavasana for as long as you have, but I'll finish up here. Thanks for practicing with me today. Keep your head up and live